Hey everybody, Dan's Light here with a little bit of a update video for the Weather Druid I covered in our last video. So, we kind of upgraded it, and I think it plays a lot smoother because we're leaning more into the storm skills than we were previously. Now, before we were using more of windy physical skills like tornado. But now, because I'm actually reading the talisman bonus, set bonus correctly, we're using mostly lightning and the actual storm skill itself. So the main thing that I misread was the 2-set bonus, where it says storm skills no longer cost spirit to cast. Casting a storm skill consumes all available spirit to increase storm skill damage by 0.5%, percent multiplied per spirit consumed for 2 seconds up to 40%. Additional bonuses may stack but do not refresh. Now here's the catch. I believe I misread this 2-set bonus to mean that I need to get as much maximum resources possible to make a skill stronger, when in fact it was the opposite. It's not maxing out your resource and then spending it all one big go. That's fine, but it's capped. What you want to do, because it's over the course of 2 seconds, is spam it as much as possible. So, in light of this, we now have quite a bit of different abilities racked up here. So, instead of Earth Spike, we're now Storm Strike. Instead of Tornado, we're now Lightning Storm. Instead of Cyclone Armor, which I know it looks funny, I'll explain in a moment, we're using Earthen Bulwark, mainly for the Unstoppable, which we'll come back to. Poison Creeper, still there for the poison damage to multiply more damage. Hurricane is still good, and is a storm skill, so it still benefits. And Cataclysm, because, I mean, it's the best lightning skill for sure, especially if you can capitalize on how much damage it does. So, what makes this build cool, and why was it worth making an update video about? Well, mainly because you can just walk around, press a button occasionally, and watch things die. The main skills we're getting here are, uniques and powers we want are Dirge of Eridah, because it gives us more spirit. It gives us spirit back to help get that bonus faster. Greenwalkers, because we're a human, and I mean, why not? Unsung Ascetics Wraps, which, I mean, if you're playing a Lightning Storm build of any kind, you're using this. It's just too good. Everything else is just generally the Glenn's ass, the max resolve abuse people are using, so that we don't have to worry about our defense. Storm skills to make them vulnerable. Human stuff, human stuff, human stuff. This is a human build. Trying to make human work here. Just really quick, my spirit boons haven't really changed. I kind of hopped off the maximum spirit because we would rather just move around faster. However, I will say it's not bad to go this, not because of the max spirit, but because gaining 5 spirit every second is actually pretty handy. But we're all in on the ultimates. Don't really need the ferocity. We get ferocity from using Storm Strike, which helps enhance our damage in various other ways. So let me queue up a war plan here. Maybe just a quick nightmare dungeon to highlight. And then, you know, if you get bored and want to try one last alt this season, or try a new alt, or your first character in Season 14, I mean, this is not a bad idea. Let's do a quick run through Grimhaven. And you'll see what I'm talking about. This has been a fantastic change of pace for this build, and it's so much better. You'll see in just a moment. So first, kind of like starting a motor, or starting a motor or a lawnmower. First, There's a little bug with getting the Hurricane starting off here, because I have it set to an aura. Get the Lightning Storm going. You want to make sure you're at as high spirit as possible, just so you can have that bonus while it stays on. Lightning Storm on, Hurricane on, Ultimate on, and now we just walk. I mean, I think the downside of this build is that it can be a little loud, and it can be a little hard to see things, especially with all the flashing. It's incredibly strong. And the cooldown for the ultimate stays relatively low. There's sometimes I get lucky with the lucky hits, and I can recast Cataclysm before the duration ends. I would say if you're making this build and you just want to get some starter gear going, bare minimum you're gonna want aesthetics wraps. I think everything else is pretty optional. There's nothing that inherently like breaks this wide open or anything like that, but just aesthetic wraps is just really good for keeping that Lightning Storm as big as possible, doing as much damage as possible while it's big. Yeah, as you can see here, it's just chewing. Just absolutely chewing through enemies here. We are going to lag a bit. This is very intense. Apologize for the hitching. But yeah, no, this is ideal to say the least. Also, wow, 2 events right next to each other. It's crazy. There's so many enemies on screen. It's my computer is not liking this. There's one done. Generally speaking, if you're running into tougher enemies, that's when you just start spamming Storm Strike. Storm Strike will multiply your damage, especially if you end up triggering the free skills. Oh, which I forgot to mention. Speaking of free skills, we have Earthen Bulwark on our hotbar because Cyclone Armor is given to us for free, and it still benefits from the skill tree bonuses that you put into it. Yeah, you can just kind of casually walk through. I mean, I'm on Torment 9 with some pretty decent gear. Not like best in slot or anything, but pretty close, I'd say. Don't even really need to think. Once you start getting the Lightning Storm and the Hurricane going, I don't even need to press Earthen Bulwark because we're using the rune word that gives Earthen Bulwark for free. So I am only pressing 2, maybe 3 buttons for the whole dungeon, or any activity for that matter. So, if I were to drop this down just 1 torment, I would be one-shotting most enemies at this point. Yeah, that is Lightning Storm Druid. Let me know what you guys think. I'll probably have a new build next week. Might be something different. I'm not sure. Other than Diablo 4, we'll see. Things are slowing down a little bit as we're getting into the early summer months. So, also that guy randomly harassing me. What the heck, man? Anyways, take it easy, everybody, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.